Democratic regime has one thing and one thing on their mind. How do you look? What are you willing to do? Favor for favor, favor for favor. Do for me. Only feel one emotion and then control the rest. Control them into slavery. I promise if you will favor for favor me, you will have your own set of slaves while they all yell out segregation and racism and all the other nonsense and bullshit that they speak to. This is a global concern. This is a fucking global concern of good versus evil. The evil being Obama, who literally brings a Persian into the White House. A Persian into the White House to where she says, whatever you need when it comes to pharmacy, let me know. I'm a pharmacist. We can talk about pure makeup. Let's point the finger at the celebrities, bring them into the U.S. Capitol and act like we're helping these people. But the reality is we're actually using them as decoys while we do evil bidding behind the fucking scenes. It's called day trading attention. But look at how hot they are. Look at how many fans they have to boss sheep everybody into Mabas, where it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. As long as it's favor for favor, you'll be in like Flynn. You'll make money. You'll feel good. You'll never learn shit. They've even promised no illness and sickness and all kinds of other nonsense and bullshit because all they're going to do is produce videos and content, teach them with the Joe Dispenza style living, and rob everybody else of joy. A border wall, not to keep out illegal aliens, but invite those aliens in to bring them into slavery, to get rid of the Americans that have worked and served for this country, so that Obama and Biden can go and buy China stock and sell out on the American people. They made a fucking movie about this shit. The fact that any white man or black man or any person would stand by Obama is absolutely fucking insane. And then have the fucking audacity to say that you're an American citizen. The millennial and Gen Z are the worst of its kind. I've told you this for I don't know how long. They are abusive. They are emotionally disgraceful and disgusting. They're perverted. They only care about one thing and one thing alone, and that's their private parts and where they're going to stick it. Then you lie on the floor, they spit, they laugh at you, and then they walk away. No repercussions, and that's the Biden administration who's responsible for that. Meanwhile, they're promoting evil. They're promoting evil. They're promoting abuse, and they think it's funny. They laugh in your face, and then when you get angry, they laugh in your face again. While they stand there and they're all calm. They're calm, and then they play the victim. They're calm, and then they play the victim. And then they call that democracy. Then they tell you you're ugly. Then they lop off your leg and think it's funny again. And they just don't quit because they're working with demons. They're working with aliens. They're absolutely fucking abusive. And then you as fans and viewers just say, oh, I just don't think anybody could do that. I just don't believe in that. Oh, well, hi. Hollywood's got a new movie out. It's called If. You just don't fucking stop, do you, Steve Carell? You all are the most grotesque people that have ever walked this planet. You have no sense of reality. You have no sense of self. But your wife sure is hot, Krasinski. Your wife sure is hot. And she gets off on the fact that I'm actually being sarcastic. And she still thinks it's true that she's hot when she's old as shit. And the other option we had is big titty Sydney Sweeney, who ain't got no effing education. She's annoying as shit to watch, yet now she becomes the new hero because she's running around with her boobies hanging out. Let's not forget about Charlie D'Amelio and that episode of garbage. Meanwhile, you pat me on the head and you say, hush now, sit down, don't tell what we're actually up to, because we're making money off of everybody else's lives, everybody else's hard work and effort. However, those people that are sitting at seat palms like Sarah Trotta and Grace Dixon, who really are not actually up to much of anything, get away with murder with Daniel, the lead, standing at the helm saying, I'm the leader. The new form of business and what it actually looks like in a Democrat world is there no results. And that's the real big fucking issue. Not to mention the lack of equality that's actually occurring at this time. And why? Because of the Democrats like Al Sharpton and any person out there who says that Persia needs to be on a platform. No, Persia needs to be off the internet, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear from Palestinians. I don't want to hear from Pakistanis. I sure as fuck don't want to hear from Obama. Don't you think it's strange that he's literally standing there next to Biden and Biden freezes? And then Obama has to grab him and say, come on, let's go. And then under his breath, he says, you fucking dumbass. And you still on the media say, wow, he's doing such a great job, Hillary Clinton. While she wears a muumuu and shows up at the Tony Awards while you all literally cry your little bitch ass eyes out when you win a Tony, when none of that shit matters. It is absolutely pathetic to sit here and watch each and every one of you perform on this fucking fake ass world stage. It's a fucking embarrassment. You have no fucking logics. You have no fucking intelligence. And those of you at Cannes Lions, I fucking exposed your fucking asses and threw you to the fucking fire and literally look at my fucking content in 2 fucking days, and your bitch asses have barely even produced one piece of content aside from look at you and another fucking photograph. No one gives a flying fuck. No one gives a shit about you, Mona Vand. That's the fucking joke. Time's up, bitch. Time is up, Persian bitch. You're nothing. You ain't got no fucking brain. You're boring as fuck. You're weird as shit. That goes for you, Alba. That goes for all you bitch asses. We're crossed over onto the other side right now, you motherfuckers. I'm doing just fucking fine. You ever heard that fucking saying, enough is a fucking enough? The Rock. Enough is a fucking enough, you stupid fucks. You ain't got nothing between your fucking ears, no fucking brain. You don't give a shit about nothing. You're a fucking sellout, dude. You went to the fucking White House and you gave Schumer a blowjob. That's the fucking secret, ain't it? Because you didn't have no fucking patience, and all along you're just like your fucking father. All you care about is your fucking self, your fucking looks, and your fucking muscles. Meanwhile, each and every one of you were willing to throw out all of us as the real motherfuckers who were up to fucking something real in this fucking planet, which to you might not have been a whole lot because we weren't as attractive or gorgeous as you, Mona Vand. You fucking nasty lady. Pointing fingers, pointing fingers, pointing fingers, pointing fingers, pointing fingers, pointing fingers. I literally sold the fuck out of this fucking book, read it from cover to cover, and then did all the fucking work inside, and you didn't even produce any content associated to it. It's only been 3 weeks. You haven't produced one piece of content, and I've literally produced a year's worth of content, maybe 5 years worth of content in 3 weeks. In 2 days. I'm gonna change the world, they say. Yeah, I don't really think you are. The only thing you're going to do is allow people like Biden and Obama to destroy the fucking planet so that you can make a little bit of cash while you're here, so that your grandkids and your great-grandkids can live in suffrage. See, Mona Van doesn't give two shits about nobody else. People die every fucking day, Mona Van. And I'm going to tell you something, little girl. You ain't never fucking coming back. And you ain't a pro, because every time I go look at your shit, it's more fuel to my fire to produce more content to expose your cult and your group of whores. So you go ahead and tell me to go look at the Getty Images so they can see you standing next to Gary Vee. But Gary Vee and I know that whatever I do, whatever fucking happens, all it is to expose your corruption ring, because we know that you've been working with the Democrats since you stepped foot on this fucking land. And I will do whatever it fucking takes to save my children from people like you, from people like you, from people like you. You don't know shit about parenting. You don't know shit about fashion or clothes or makeup or personality or shit. You don't know shit about shit. You don't know shit about shit. You don't know shit about yoga. You don't know shit about Pilates. You do not know shit about shit, folks. You can pretend all day by sitting there and going, wow, so great to have you, and this is great, and that is great, and this is great. And then we all know that you use this fucking microphone to abuse people into submission, Mona Van. And we're just getting started with the actual content creation of exposure of you motherfuckers when it comes to Cannes Lions, because Gary and I have been working on this shit for God knows how fucking long. However many years that Gary has gone to this shit show. You really think that it's the place to be? Bitch, please. I'm going to tell you right now that Atlanta dental shit is more valuable than that shit. And I'm talking about the part about business. The Hinman is more valuable than your shit in France. You just have it in your brand and image that you're better than everybody else. And I'm here to tell you that you fucking ain't. No, people who go to the Hinman, they actually work for a living, and there's actual results that make a difference in people's lives, whereas you just show your tits and your ass off, and then you bullshit each other to death while you try to manipulate the people that are up to the real shit in this world. How effective do you think it is to convince a doctor and confuse a doctor who sees thousands and thousands of patients a day? XYZ, because you want to feel a certain way about yourself, Mona Van. You tell me that millions of people's lives are at stake because of what Mona Vans is up to, yet nobody seems to give a rat's ass. You got millions of people following you, and you don't even have a bone in your body that tells you what you said isn't right. That's real mental fucking illness. Millions of people are watching little Rustin put dirt in his mouth, and you don't think that's abnormal. You think that's normal to film an infant with 2 million people? You think that's normal? That's how mentally ill you all are as an adult. 18, you're a fucking adult, bitch. That's the craziest part of all, isn't it? That he is not even 2 years old. Which he actually looks like he's 2 years old and he talks like he's 3. And that ain't because of Miss Rachel either. He says apple because he wants to learn, yet all she does is say, repeat after me, repeat after me, repeat after me. He is very intelligent and the mother is like dog shit. Yet you think she's so sweet because of the way she talks and how they dance at the garden center. I don't know. What do you want to wear today, little girl? Creepy. Not good parents, not good people, not up to shit. And you don't even see anything wrong with the fact that you're using your twins to get views and likes. And you as audience don't see anything wrong with that either. Mona Van definitely doesn't see anything wrong with it. She's literally pressuring Gary to get her pregnant so that she can have a fan base based on a child that she treats like shit that turns into someone just like her. But IVF is at stake for the rich. But we believe in taxing the rich. Well, the rich is Hollywood. So how is the rich Hollywood and the Democrats are Hollywood? But Hollywood is for the Democrats and they're trying to take money from the Democrats, which is Hollywood. Oh, I guess it's because they do the private bank accounts in Qatar. Because they don't have taxes in Qatar. They pay a Muslim tax, they said. The fact that you can look at yourselves in the mirror and do all this weird voodoo shit, it's because you're so insecure and selfish. You think that voodoo shit works. That shit doesn't work. That shit don't fucking work. You don't really think that Trump thinks that he's feeling bad about this shit with the court case. It's fucking clear that he's fucking innocent. It's fucking clear the media is fucking full of shit. It's fucking clear that you all are fucking weird and weak. Weak ass government. It's so easy. It's a weak ass government. It's very clear they all showed up in Hollywood to host an Illuminati party with fake people in the audience. Nobody showed up to that shit except for people in the cult. So 95% of people want Trump in office. And they're only showing 5% on the media, which make it look like there's more people out there wanting Biden in office. And then they're going to try to voter fraud you. Just like they won the last election. That's how they did it. They used the media to mind guide you and then steered the votes from dead people, and they couldn't catch up with the dead people. So then they just announced it and they couldn't go back. Then they hid the evidence, burn the votes, turn down the votes, all that other shit that y'all do. That is something that is really childish. That means you don't actually believe in the United States of America. That means you're terrorists. That means you are fucking terrorists. Let's not forget about the abuse that the Hollywood sector of the people from Hollywood that are actually up to the real shit and what they've had to endure, like Justin Timberlake going to prison for a so-called DWI. Which we all know is fucking fake. He does not look drunk in that photo. Bitch, you know what somebody who looks fucking wasted looks like. Dude, you look fucking sober as shit. That shit was a fucking publicity fucking stunt to freak him out because I do fucking up the disco and selfish all the time on my fucking platform. And he got caught up in New York City, probably doing some shit that was like totally ethical and legal. It's called the control of the Democrats, you stupid fucks. And it's all on the shoulders of migrants and illegal people like Jason such and such from California. You're not clever. You're fucking nasty. And so is Ben Crumb. It's not even his real name, by the way. He's a fucking African. You do understand what's going on here and how crazy this shit all is, right? Do you or don't you? Do you or don't you? You're all a bunch of fucking morons if you believe in Biden. Even the Trump people, you've lost your fucking minds. You're either scared, you're scared into silence. Oh yeah, I wore my Trump hat to the gym today and I was feeling fucking awesome. I was like, hell fucking yeah. Steamrolling all over these fucking abusive pieces of black shit. Don't forget the white shit, because the white shit is black shit. Every one of you thinks you're better than somebody else, but you can't even find your way out of a paper fucking bag. You don't want to do this work. You just think in your head because you want clout and fame. That's all you want. You literally want to do what Mona Van does, and let me demonstrate that for you. That's how fucking stupid you all are. This is your dream in life. And the only way people will actually pay attention to you at this point is if you do that shit. That's how fucking stupid you are as audience. I don't really even know what else to say except for how stupid can you be? You've dumbed down the educational system, Obama. You've dumbed down Americans. You've made people full of anxiety by assisting people like Charlie D'Amelio and Shu Chu by abusing American people. You literally have told us that Hunter Biden is a drug addict and he's fucking stealing from the American people with the help of the President of the United States of America, yet you still stand by him. One small group of people who are evil as shit, go take a look at how the Palestinians act on the freaking Harvard grass, and you'll see. You'll fucking see what those are Democrats. That's the future of the Democrat Party, folks. That means those people become the next leaders. You're not going to be here forever. Those are the next leaders who will abuse our infants. Do you get me? Do you hear me? Do you even care? So that little baby that you're making millions of dollars off of that you claim to love so much, there ain't going to be no spot for that little kid. No, because a hairy Palestinian supporter who wants reproductive freedom, who's trying to RAPE me right now, you know who he is. He's on TikTok. He's on Twitter. Obama's bestie. Biden loves him. He met with Blinken. He thinks he's hot shit. Those are the type of people that Biden creates. And that ain't American. That ain't American. That's all I got for you right now, although I really could carry on and talk about more bullshit of what you all are up to, but I just really don't fucking feel like it, because how many more days am I going to have to speak to you in the same way I did last year and year before and the year before and the year before and the year before you actually do something about it? Until you as people, the American people, start standing up for your fucking selves, you stupid fucks. They're robbing you of your life. And you think this is one big fucking joke. A tranny with titties hanging out and Biden taking a photograph. That alone is your evidence of why you should not vote for that piece of crap. That is the road we are headed down with Obama, with Biden, with Hillary Clinton, with Bill the pervert. All that shit with Stormy Daniels was, you know this, a fucking plot against the American people. That bitch was a trash bitch fucking alcoholic who wanted on a television show and was willing to do whatever it took. Go look at what happened when they went after Harvey Weinstein. All those women are the same women as Heather Lamusa and the Persian Mona Van. I literally exposed it in your effing faces. Look at my fucking content and go look at her shit. Go listen to the words that he's been speaking for the last 15 years, and you tell me who's more attractive in the eyes of Gary Vee. Better yet, go ask Gary Vee. My question for you, audience, is how could you? How could you? That's for you, audience. All talking about empathy and compassion and all the other bullshit that you don't actually believe in because you wanted to get paid. Because you wanted to get paid and you're still doing the same shit. Your wives are still trying to flirt and seduce and not educating the audience because they're too fearful, because they think this shit is what sells. That ain't shit. So you go party it up in Cannes Lions, Alex Earl, just like you did taking a shot before you walked down Sports Illustrated. Not real sure how you're that skinny after all the shit that you eat. But I guess it's the sucking the life out of your entire audience is probably how you stay that skinny. See, I like to generate my own energy on myself by myself. I go to the gym and I eat healthy, and then I educate other people on how to do the same. And then they go out and they work their ass off just like me, because that's the kind of community that I create. And if you don't do that, then you're out. Because we don't deal with dead weight here on my platform. And we sure as fuck don't deal with people who are like Mona Van, who deliver on abso-fucking-lutely nothing except for robbing people of their own opinions, of their lifeless bodies and themselves, so that she can look cool on the stage of nothingness. I can't wait until you go to the white party, because I'll have some content for you there. I'll have content for you the entire time that I see evidence of where you're headed. I will expose you, Mona Van, and you are done in this business. Do you fucking hear me? You are fucking done, just like Heather Lamusa and all your little friends. This is going up on YouTube, and people will eventually see this shit. I don't give a fuck if it's tomorrow, if it's 10 years, if it's 20 years. People will see, and people will hear, and people will know my name and what each and every one of you have done to me, because the youth do not like you. The youth is stronger than you even know them to be. The youth is educating themselves on real shit, and they believe in God. Not some Allah piece of shit that grants wishes. There ain't no stardom here, bitch. When you figure that one out, then you can join this community. There ain't no fucking stardom here, bitch. No, this is real shit, real talk, and real fucking work. All the shit that you all be spouting out is nothing but glory hoes. And that's not going to get anyone anywhere except for you on a fucking pedestal, you stupid cunt. And I just took you fucking off.